What's going on, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope it's good for you. It's still early for me, you guys, and I should be out here cutting this grass before the sun is up, but the dew is still present on the grass, and I don't like cutting no wet grass, so I guess I'll be getting my vitamin D today, huh? Well, that's all right. You know, you guys, I wanted to come to you and share something that has been on my mind for a while. Never more than lately have I had individuals approach me and say, girl, how are you always so positive? You always have a smile on your face. And how do you always have a good word for everyone? And I tell you, each and every time I'm approached, you guys, inside I'm like, always positive. Come on, man. Because we all know emotions when we cross it. But then it took me back to a conversation that I had with my auntie. In fact, the same auntie who encouraged me to start my YouTube channel. And I recall her saying, baby girl, you can't live on positivity. Y'all hear that train? Okay, maybe that was the last. I heard a train. I heard a train. Okay. I heard a train. Okay. You can't live on positivity alone, because in the event something happens to intervene with that, what will you have left? And it was at that very moment that I decided to figure out what keeps me afloat, I guess. What keeps me in that positive state and allows me to see the glass half full the majority of the time. Shout out to my auntie, man. She always have her thinking cap on. She's always just, I gotta get her on the channel, you guys. I gotta get her on the channel. She's absolutely phenomenal. She's a big inspiration in my life. So a little bit about me, you guys. I'll pull up to a mirror quick. I would just walk myself to the mirror and be like, Eve, what's up? You know, because I truly feel like in order to prescribe the right medicines, you must first know the symptoms. So guys, just to share some things that really helped me throughout my life, throughout my day. The first thing on the list is I pray. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Just as simple as that. Growing up in a family that prays, and shout out to Tyler Perry for the movie. It's phenomenal if you guys haven't seen it. But I'm sure you guys have heard the saying, a family that prays together stays together. And I believe in that. But yeah, you know, growing up in the church and really developing the habit of praying, that is something that I've carried into my adult life. And guys, I'm so happy that I did, because, you know, I truly feel like no matter who you believe in or what you believe in, I feel like it's a benefit to believe in something. So praying is the number one thing that helps me get through my everyday life. Something else is, as you guys know or may know, I enjoy singing. And you know you enjoy something when you're doing it all the time. You know what I mean? Singing is so therapeutic for me, you guys. I started out rapping, and I can vividly remember my best friend and I sitting in the school bleachers, and I started singing. You know, I can't remember the song. Oh, have mercy. I think it was Keep Smiling, Keep Shining, knowing you can always. I think it was that one. It might have been. It was something close to it. But and she was like, "Yo, E, you can sing." And you know, from there, you know, started singing. Started writing music, and just, I guess my confidence stemmed from there. So shout out to my best friend, and we're still best friends today. So that says a lot. One of the biggest satisfactions for me is I enjoy creating a goal and achieving a goal. It is no better feeling than crossing something off the list. You know, it's just reinforcement that you can do anything you put your mind to. Something else that propels me and just makes me feel absolutely good about myself is helping others. That's something that that's a different type of joy. You know, it's nothing like when you help someone in a positive way and you can see that light of inspiration spark in them. I can't describe that feeling of gratitude, but it is definitely something serious. I can remember having my lawn service and just rolling up to the house and seeing the yard in its condition, but leaving and seeing the smile on that customer's face. It's kind of like there was no better feeling to me, because I know that I made a positive difference. Pedicures and massages. Whew. I love getting my pedicures, guys. In fact, I've been going to the same person for years, and the service is phenomenal. You know, I'm big on service, and they're actually a hike away from here. You know, they're a little ways up the road, but they are worth every mile. You know what I'm saying? The massages is something new that I've actually implemented in my life, and I'm so glad that I did. You know, you feel recharged and refreshed. In fact, I have one scheduled today, so super excited about that. I think it's healthy to talk to friends and family, because if they're your friend and if they're your family, you would hope that they have your best interests at heart, and only good things can come from that, I feel. And also surround yourself with just positive people. You know, like they say, birds of a feather flock together. So, you know, you want to be around like-minded people that kind of understands your agenda, promotes your agenda, wants to see you do great. And the feeling should be mutual, you know what I mean? Because it's a give and take, you know, and it just feels good. That's something that brings satisfaction to me as well. I've always been a fan of the simple things. So candles. I love me a nice burning candle. Nice fragrances. Oh my God, that works wonders for me, you guys. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it, but if you take an orange peel and you put it in a pot or a pan, put a little water, sprinkle a little cinnamon, and turn your eye on low. Heaven, I'm in heaven. It is like the best smell ever. You gotta try it. That's probably one of my favorite fragrances. All jokes aside. You guys, I enjoy just a nice cup of tea. In fact, I'm drinking some tea right now. And also, to add to it, shout out to my sister for turning me on to this tea. I don't know if you guys have tried it or not, but you know, they have nice little inspirational messages on it. So the message today says, your strength is your own knowledge. Now take a look at that. It's kind of what we're talking about right now today. And the other one says, let your heart speak to others' hearts. That's something interesting too, you guys, you know. But yeah, I like to have a nice cup of tea and a glass of wine, you know, depending on the mood, I guess. But it keeps that smile on my face. Listening to music and creating music is something that inspires me as well. Small gestures too, you know, a kind word, a kind gesture. It's always been the simple things for me. If you guys notice, a lot of things that's on the list doesn't require a price tag. I mean, there's a few things, don't get me wrong, but the majority of them are things that you can practice in your everyday life. You know, I'm so glad that I was able to realize things that's gonna keep me going and not tear down my pockets. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's the best way to say it. But you know, guys, before I leave, one of the number one things for me that really keeps me going and keeps that tank full is motivational speakers, you know, just inspiration of some sort. So this clip that I'm going to show you before closing out the video is one of my favorite clips. Each and every time that I see it, it immediately gives me the same reaction. It puts fire under me, and it makes me want to achieve more, do better, you know, just move forward. So guys, I hope it finds you well, okay? The sun is beginning to come out, and that's my cue. So thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I encourage you to dig into yourself. I encourage you to take yourself to the mirror and really just tap into yourself and find out what inspires you, you know, what does it for you, and what allows you to keep enough fuel and energy inside so that you're able to encourage others, you know, because that's what it's about. Start where you at, water your dreams. Check out this clip. Peace.
Now learn this from Joel Osteen. That's my man. He be texting me. That's my man. God done put some people around me, show me some stuff. He was telling this story. He said this man that went to heaven, he was walking with Peter down this aisleway, and it was going down this corridor, had a lot of doors on it, and said all these doors had names on it. And he said, Peter, let me ask you something. What's all these doors, these names on? He said, don't worry about it, just go ahead. So he kept walking. He messed around, he saw one of them doors and had his name on it. He said, whoa. He said, hey, Peter, this here ain't got my name on it. Something I need to know? He said, man, don't worry about that. You here now. Just go on in there and talk to him, see what he said, nah, I want to know what's in the door. He said, you sure you want to see what's in the door? He said, yeah. So he opened up the door. It was a warehouse. It had numbered shelves on it. And then the shelves had nothing but packages. And all the packages had his name on them. And he said, what is all these boxes? He said, that's all of the blessings, all of the things God wanted to ship to you. But number one, you didn't ask him for it. Then number two, you didn't believe you would have it. Then you doubted him. And then you felt like you wasn't worthy. And so now all these boxes is up here. Now the man standing there wishing he had never even been in the room. And I started thinking, I got some dudes that work for me. And I said, I want you to do this graph for me. And that's what I'm finna show you now. See, what happening is, when God sends your package, he only sends it to one street. That's Faith Street. You got to stay in faith. You can't move off of Faith Street. You can't get on Doubted Drive. You can't be over there and start doubting it, because your package gonna go right on by. You can't lose your faith and get on not meant to be way, because your package is gonna keep going right on by. Because the package just go to Faith Street. You can get your little feelings hurt, I ain't worthy. Guess what? Your package gonna keep going right on by. You have not because you ask not. Then you sit up here and start feeling sorry for yourself. You go over on pity way, your package keep going right on by. If you stay right on Faith Street, don't ever come off, because the blessing is coming. If you wait on it, here it comes. It may not come when you want it, but it's on time. But if you get up and you move off of Faith Street, your box gonna get sent back to sender. And now you're gonna have a warehouse with a bunch of boxes with your name on it that you didn't never get. And I don't know about you, but I want everything he got for me.
For me, it's the simple things. You guys are epic. Don't let anyone tell you different.